Hello everybody, welcome back to Doggo Card Reviews. We are back with another round of card predictions. This time for none other than the Quintessential Quintuplets Double Integral.
Go to Buna Hanoyome, man.
Yeah, you want to call it by the Japanese name, you got that.
Man. I'm used to calling Gotsubu no Hanayome, okay?
I get it, it's just more of, talking to an English-speaking audience here.
Fair enough. At the same time, you
Like FR, how many people actually remember the name, Station something something, I'm not gonna remember all that.
I just call it Albuta. Literally, the Japanese call it Albuta.
Ew. I try to memorize some of these full titles. Or the full name of Konosuba.
I don't know. I call it Meme Super for a reason. That show is nothing but memes, man. Anyways.
Yep, so Gavin's back to share with y'all some more card designs that he thinks will supplement the first set of Quintessential Quintuplets. He's pretty much going to go ahead and fill in what he thinks are some much needed gaps that the title needs.
So based on the information that we currently know, as of mid-ish May, it's a 100 card booster, so I didn't suspect any double rare plus nonsense this time, so I'm like, you know what, I'll make 10 double rares and then make a bonus card. A bonus double rare that's like, well, again, they could be cheeky, and Bushiroad has interacted with this actor before, so again, he has produced a lot of signed cards for Bushiroad, so I'm like going, honestly speaking, I wouldn't put it past them, and considering his importance in season 2, I'm not surprised if they gave him a card.
Alright, should we save him for last, or go ahead and dump him up first?
Let's dump him up first.
Alright then, so we have none other than Wigging Futaro. Level 1, 0 cost, yellow card, 4500 power with the Cougar trait. So, if you have 4 or more quintuple characters or characters with Futaro in your card games, he gets 2000 power, cross turn, and climax combo. When Resignation, a choice trigger, is put in your climax area, you may search your deck for up to 1 quintuple character, reveal it, add your hand, and shuffle your deck. Won't search himself because he can't tutor himself.
Right. And the thing is that, again, considering Futaro's importance within the show, I'm surprised they didn't give him any SPs in the first booster pack.
Right, because it's clear that anyone who's read the manga and or watched the anime will tell you, yes, Futaro is like a very integral part of the franchise.
I mean, and Matsuoka has signed many SPs.
Right. Sorry, online. Maybe you say more.
He's Kirito, and he's also the main character from fucking Saikano.
Did that guy get SPs? I forgot.
I believe so. Yeah, I believe he signed like 1 or 2 SPs.
Okay, I wasn't even aware. I mean, I knew the guy has some important cards, but I don't know were they considered important enough to get an SP version.
I believe so. Yes, he's also in bloody Beetlejuice SPs.
Boy.
Yeah, he's legit Beetlejuice from fucking ReZero, man. Literally, you hear his voice everywhere.
And on top of that, I'd argue, Futaro is one of his bigger roles in anime.
Right, next to Kirito, literally.
Right, probably his second most well-known role.
And of course, now, viewers of this show who watched the first time we did this will recognize the profile. I'm going, again. I don't know who to blame for this, but I feel every time you make a yellow combo, it has to be choice. It cannot be anything else.
Especially if it's the double R rarity of all things.
I feel quite pigeonholed. And I don't know who to blame for this, but it's kind of frustrating. It's kind of frustrating. I'm like going, I could implement more design space, but at the same time, being in R&D's chair, you need to ensure that the product sells.
Right.
And if you look at yellow combos, when's the last time you saw anything but choice after choice's implementation?
For the most part, no.
No, you never see it.
Like what? Like heck, even like just going back to like Alicization, and once they kill the R rarity, they start seeing other yellow triggers.
Well, again, there is the Alice double rare that comics combos with the bounce, but
It's a level
again,
3. It's level 3 though.
true. But at the same
And they
time,
already gave a level 3 choice combo in the same rarity. It,
but at the same time, it makes me go, Alice is not even played.
there's that like yeah. Despite how many times we say, hey, back when we were reviewing yellow, this is good.
Yeah, we've said Golden Wins is good so many times.
Oh yeah, not like past that video. Oh yeah, you dislike standby bullshit.
Golden Wins is your boy. I'm just going. I could have made this a shot easily.
It would still be good, honestly speaking.
But people will call this utter trash and not play it.
Right. Yeah, I'll go ahead and ask Gavin some follow up here. So Gavin, despite there being like quite the number of level 1 combo choices given to us in the trial deck of all places, like what made you decide that hey, quintuplets needs like something a little more? Like each game was more like not enough.
Okay, well, let's go over the level 1 combo choices for all 5 girls. Because
let's do it.
Futaro didn't get one.
Right, Futaro didn't get one, so nope. Fair enough. And he deserves some more time in the limelight.
Ichika. It's your basic Lolifin combo. I believe she reaches 6'5" power toughness wise.
Something like that.
Again, it's your basic Lolifin combo. It's on a choice. Blah 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 blah. You've heard us talk about Lolifin combos a billion times on this show. Nino. Actually, no. Ichika. It's a serviceable combo. It's not great. Like if you look at our national champions list, yeah, he played Ichika. Nino. 105k climax combo with standby, pay 1 to give your standby target. Honestly speaking, I'd rather pay the 1 up front and get a 217k body. Rather than paying nothing and then having to pay for the haste anyway. Because
so he's saying Ainz and Kaede did it better.
Yeah, Ainz and Kaede did it way better because honestly speaking, the 5k body isn't going to kill anything. At least the 7k could.
Fair.
Let's see here. We have Miku. She's a Goblin Slayer combo for the headphones. Climax combo with pants. Honestly speaking, the problem is not Miku herself. The problem is headphones. Headphones is a relatively mediocre event at best.
Right.
Played it.
The biggest problem with headphones was the fact that it grabbed a character. Like you get the event, you can't use it immediately. The earliest time you can use it, you can't even know for sure if timing your activation of the event is even gonna get you what you want or need. On top of it being RNG based.
It's too RNG based. Like, sure, you could use it in response, but at the same time, you don't know what the top of your deck is going to be.
Other big problem is that with the pull in set 1, they were especially the Miku cards. They were trying to push like playing a bunch of events to like get benefits like extra power or extra abilities or something like that, right? But it just felt too clunky as an engine.
It didn't work. It just didn't work. And trying to play Miku standalone didn't work either. So I would highly advise you not to play that. Yotsuba combo. It's Yield Fugo. It's probably the best option amongst the 5. Like, yes, we dog on Fugo. so much on this show, but
We
at
also
the
can't
same
deny that Fugo does have his place in the game. Like it's free milk, and you have slightly more access.
the main reason why we dog on Fugo is because lack of creativity from Bushy.
Right, it's just like F4, it's just cross over and over.
And then we have Itsuki Maguro combo.
Right.
She's a 6K, Yotsuba's a 6'5". Like, of course, it's on gate trigger. Okay, fair enough, but it doesn't do enough. So literally, all 5 combos have severe problems with all of them. Like, there is. If you were to ask me today what Gotokun's biggest problem is, level 1. Its level 1 game is utterly lacking.
So you think that, you know what, it's time to like bring out the big guns, the tutor himself.
Yep. Like this, people may accuse me of, retreading old ground. This is a better Shadow. And yes, this can be a better Shadow. Easily. But you need to have a full board. You need a reward.
You need to commit.
You need to commit in order to play it. And of course, I imagine if I were designing set 2, I would include or Futaro clause. Since he matters so much within the storyline, he matters a lot more in season 2 than he did in season.
Yeah, no. I thought I loved him already in season 1. I gotta watch season 2. What the Oh. How can I like someone that I already liked a lot even more? Yes.
Imagine this being the SSP, man.
No. If I actually played this title, I would unironically like that one.
Low key, but Yahoo Actions Japan. Yo, who's selling the SSP, man?
Yo, Sniper Big.
It's one thing. It's one thing. Of course, this search is for any of the girls, not himself. And I purposely did it that way because the bulk of the cards that you're going to be playing are the girls, not him.
Right.
I'm sorry to disappoint my co-host here, but unfortunately, Bushiroad is most likely not going to design a Futaro.
Not a Futaro combo.
Nothing this good.
Here's what could happen. It could make a combo like this, but it will definitely not be on Futaro.
No. Are you kidding me?
They'll dump it on like Miku or something instead.
Exactly. They'll dump it on the most popular of the 5 girls and be like, here's your SSP.
And the SSP goes from like $200 to like $700.
How about 4 digits, man?
I don't know about 4 digits for level 1 combos.
Miku Icho is very popular, man.
True. I mean, like, to be fair, if you're comparing to, say, Lisa from Bang Dream Girls Band Party 1, that's more because that Seiyu is no longer active. That's a different issue.
Fair enough. But at the same time, like, though I don't think they put it on Miku, they put it on one of the other girls instead because, yo dog, like, imagine they put it on Ichika instead.
Boy.
Oh, boy. Here's $5,000. Give me that SSP. Like 5,000 USD on it, but like, if they put it on Futaro, Matsuoka's signature won't get anywhere near as much.
Right, most expensive Kirito sign is like what, 200? I mean 200.
I believe he's 300. I believe he's 300. 300?
Actually. Okay. So not too bad.
But he shares that with Asuna. Asuna's on the same card, but you can get the SSP A side or SSP B side. The SSP A side is signed by Matsuoka. And Haruka Tomatsu signs the B side since she's Asuna's. And I believe, if I remember correctly, yeah, unfortunately, the SSP B side sells for a lot more than the SSP A side.
But should we be surprised?
Not really.
Right. But yeah, so all in all, you're thinking that, hey, level 1 is a pretty big problem in quintuplets. We need to fix that up with a more precise, more, actually have a proper toolbox.
He's also 6,500 toughness, which is really easy to defend.
And if anything, becoming a norm.
Like again, you could tell I modeled this after Shio Rico. Like Shio Rico changed the bar for me, man. Holy!
Oh yeah, no, Shio Rico is definitely something else.
Like you have a 6,500 toughness body on the defense, like that actually makes grabbing the counter viable.
And heck, what's even nice about Shio Rico is that she doesn't care about what climax has even played. Because that'd be her own.
Sure.
You can just go, swap her down, make her full board, swap your other climax, that's not the choice. And so still be swole.
Now, in Futaro's case, well, you don't have to play a climax, however...
You need to commit a board.
You need to commit the board, and if anything dies, he's going down.
Right. Or if anything dies, or here's the thing. Futaro's weakness comes from anyone that plays, games like, clock kicks, or autumn deck bombs, and the like.
Oh, yeah. But can you imagine staring down 3 of him?
Oh, I like this design because it could unironically force people to reconsider those cost 0 bombs if they haven't already.
Right. Some people are playing them because of Shizu from Slime. I'm going, Shizu's not a good enough reason. Futaro would be an amazing reason.
Right. I mean, heck, we've already seen that Slime has shifted more or less at this point, shifted away from the Shizu high memory build.
Right. It's now either 8 choice or 8 standby. And I believe that Futaro is, combined with Ichika level 3 from set 1, is a great 8 choice, is the great starting point for 8 choice variant.
Right, and as we go on, we can say that 8 choice is the end all be all?
Not necessarily. We have lots of other good choices.
Alright. And hey, you know what, people? If this combo itself didn't quite persuade you, this next card might actually do so.
Oh boy. Oh baby. Skilled Actress, Ichika, 3-2, 4K. Let's see here. All of your other quintuplets and Futaro's gain 1,500. So, assist if you have 4 or more other quintuplets, or Futaro's, all of your other characters in front of this card gain the ability to ignore responses. And, let's see here, she's also a Doug Trio, where she also counts Futaro. And auto climax combo, when the auto ability of the climax combo we just mentioned, quitting Futaro, activates, this card gets -1 level on your hand until end of your next turn.
Alright, let's break this down. So, okay, Global 1500, level 3, it's, pretty common, kind of common for the most part, expected. Okay, the assists here. Alright, you have a full board, again, rewarding you to have that full board. 2 of your lanes cannot be responded to. What? So, this could actually make certain, on reverse combos from, on reverse cards from, back in set 1 or whatever, what have you, more effective. Hand trips are nice. Now, this last clause, as far as I know, hasn't really been done.
Hey, man, I'm surprised this hasn't been.
We are trying new technology here. So, upon activating a climax combo, you unironically temporarily transition to an early play.
Like, imagine this. Your tutor for Futaro could easily be this.
Right, and it's very good if you're already at 1-3, 1-4. You will most likely hit level 2.
And this card allows you to snowball even further.
Right. Now, obviously, because of that last clause, this is to incentivize you to do that.
Like, imagine staring down 2 wedding dress Ichika behind this.
In front of this?
Yeah, in front of this.
Full board, they become 12,500. You can't do jack about them.
Nope. Like, what do you mean I can't do jack about them?
Run over me or bomb me.
Oh. And at 12-5, that's gonna be hard, man.
Right, so bomb is probably the better answer, unironically.
Oh, it's like, huh. Okay, or even the Itsuki Doug Trio. You gotta be kidding me, those things are massive!
Right,
It's like more 12/5s to deal with.
right. And, on top of that, no, even if you choose how to play a combo, you're trying to play like a standby show, you don't mind like losing out on the standby doesn't really care about losing out on the last two sentences, right?
Like Doug Trio, who cares?
Like, don't you know who cares that okay, I'm choosing to forego playing Futuro.
Sure, go ahead. I'll stand by this in.
I only care about the first two clauses.
Fair enough. Now, this makes Itsuki, the Itsuki level 3 combo from set 1 much more viable.
Right, which was saying on reverse burn 3 if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, and yes, you shuffle two damage from your opponent in.
Alright, there we go.
So, now the problem with that card is it needed a reversal. Well, guess what? Ichika, with this card, Itsuki just skyrockets in terms of viability.
True, of course, there is always the strat of, keeping your entire board open. Each guy here will not bypass that.
Fair enough, but at the same time...
But it minimizes the number of ways you could deal with such a combo, like stack counters no longer are viable.
And ironically, JCs are starting to disappear. I haven't seen as many JCs anymore. Have you?
I think it has more to do with the fact of people are no longer really playing the titles that have JC, or the titles that have JC, they just go, all I really play is when I can play like this other build that's like more board based.
And fair enough. And Ichika helps disrupt board base. Like, I'm starting to notice there's more and more board base now.
Right. We're definitely starting to see the beginnings, if not already happening, of a board based meta.
Which, I mean, like, Futaro, hello? 6/5 defendable bodies?
Right. Again, as we said, we saw this with Shiriko and Nishikasaki, and people are playing that if they're not playing standby, which is also board based in of itself.
So literally, your two viable options in Nishikasaki are both board based. Even if your Ayumu combo, Ayumu is 6k, 6k toughness, man.
That's very much defendable.
That's ridiculous. That's kind of ridiculous, man.
Right. On top of her being able to just like snowball your opponent's board, right?
Like what? And that's after she loses 1500 from her Enter the Battlefield ability, man. That's after she loses it. Like what? Kind of ridiculous.
Crazy how that works.
Like everything is getting so bulky now. I'm just going. Now, sat counters. Again, sat counters are kind of nowadays because a lot of people aren't willing to commit.
Right. It's just much more of, are you willing to actually pay the 3 and the cards to do that? Like, for most people, they're just kind of going, oh?
No, and they're willing to just let their opponent, and they're just willing to let their opponent's level 3s trample over because they don't have much of a choice. A lot of level 3s now are on attack.
Right.
Now, of course, something like Skilled Actress here opens up a lot more design space because there's only so many on attack combos you can produce in terms of power level.
I mean, we also have like the on reverse restand Nino, if I'm not mistaken, trial deck.
Yes. I was about to say, like, oh, he better say it's from the trial deck, otherwise, no. The booster pack one is a lot more expensive, but cannot be prevented. And then you also have, again, this even benefits things like Ichika, the Ichika level 3 from set 1, because again, if you money counter her, those burns now go away.
Oh yeah, true.
So with this, no.
I know, I have the Sanctuary Key of 2 lanes.
It's like, what? And unlike Himari, Ichika is also, Ichika isn't reliant on having, if you don't have the, like, you could easily slap 2 of them down and play this, and play whatever, play another level 3 or a shitter, or even a leftover bride that's been alive for so long. You know, there's just so many possibilities. And the fact is that yes, this doesn't have the curse clause; it heal you, but it's a cantrip. Okay, sure, you could anti-change this, and this is worthy of being anti-changed. Say,
Ironically,
like this is a juicy target for the anti-change.
especially just because again, as Gavin mentioned earlier, this could just like snowball you in the game from level 2 onwards.
Like, you don't care about the wedding dress, Ichika. You care about this. That's why you give them sanction.
Right, you're like, hey, you know what? Respect too stuck early on to do this. I'm gonna punish you for it.
Pretty much. Now, of course, is this the end all be all? No, but I think this is definitely worthy of the double rare.
Oh yeah.
And honestly speaking, Gotsubun supports. Oh man, they kind of suck. Like
the only viable one was really it only worked out well if you were playing a.
Like the Yotsuba one is okay. Otherwise, she's a vanilla 2K to level 3s. And don't even get me started on the Itsuki. Like, oh man, I have to sacrifice her just to gain immunity to events only?
That was definitely a weird one.
Oh, that. I mean, like
the time I think I was forced to test that card out because of the viewer request.
Oh my god, that card felt terrible, didn't it?
Fair question. Did I even try to use it?
No.
I'll be like, I have it. I'll be like, do I even see it or do I even feel like I need it in X matchup? No. Really?
It got clocked and leveled on almost exclusively. But actress Ichika here, hello? Like, you would be playing this all day, wouldn't you?
Card.
It's a very good card. Like, I try to make these cards things that I would personally play. I'm going...
Basically, Gavin goes, what kind of cards can I would unironically consider multiple builds in a title?
Your boy, man. Your boy.
Oh, boy.
Universal. Like, Jesus fucking... There's no waifu trash in any of this. I personally avoided waifu trash in all of this. I was like, nope. Waifu trash? No way. Avoid that.
To be fair, you could argue that for the most part, you look through the double R's and double R pluses in set 1. They weren't necessarily waifu trash.
No, but I pretty much try to dodge waifu trash here. I pretty much try to dodge the waifu trash. I'm like,
I mean, it's not until R that you start seeing like the real waifu trash.
Oh, set 1 was plagued by waifu trash, man.
Okay,
shit.
You just go like, okay, commons, uncommons, and rares. What do I see? Oh, I need to play all Miku. I need to play all Yoshipa.
Going, God fucking damn it! Where's my universal, man? And even some of the, even the double rares. Some of the double rares felt like, oh god.
They try to encourage, even if they didn't explicitly state that you have to have the waifu clause, it's not checking for specific names, you still could get that feeling of this was clearly meant for a specific girl.
Like the 2 cards that we mentioned so far, do either one of them encourage waifu trash?
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily. Like that was
yes, each color waifu benefits from this card here, but that doesn't mean that that's using more Nino cards or Miku cards or Yoshipa cards or Ichiki cards can't make use of this either.
Right.
Whereas, we think about some double R's back in set 1, wasn't there one that tried to deal with Nino's specialty of manipulating the top few cards of your deck or something all the time?
I don't think so. I believe Nino's 2 double rares. I can actually take a look really quickly.
One of them was a brainstorm. One of them was...
Yeah, one of them was a boring brainstorm.
One of them was a level 3 assist.
I don't...
Was that a rare? Forget.
I believe that was a rare, if I remember correctly.
Okay, excuse me.
That was a rare, but I can take a look at... I obviously took a look at the double rares when looking at it, like when making these cards, because let's see here, Nina. No, it's the runner, dude.
Oh,
Nina's
right,
other
right,
double
right,
rare
right,
with the
right. Oh, yeah.
runners.
So like, Nino have virtual, basically universal stuff, but like, I remember describing like someone who definitely like had. There has to be so many double ARs that were clearly telling you like, hey, play around me or else.
Miku.
For sure.
Miku for sure, like.
Because of the headphone and engine dealio, right?
And Yotsuba's double rare plus.
Right, who basically tell you play 8 gold bars or else.
Pretty much, like, oh god, I try to avoid that. I'm like, I don't encourage you to play waifu at all. You can throw these in waifu, sure.
Like,
But this
what waifu will benefit, but as well as good stuffs is what Gavin's trying to do here.
pretty much this is designed first and foremost for good stuff.
Like that's the thing that like I think Bishop might. I don't know if they probably forget on purpose, but like they it's clearly like you could make things that benefit good stuffs that also benefit waifu.
Set one was waifu first, good stuffs. Good stuffs was a distant second.
If even that, like afterthought much.
An afterthought, pretty much. Like
or if anything, he thought of it when they were doing the trial decks.
like
what's ironic is that overall the trial deck cards were really not waifu. Like despite them selling the trial decks as 5 waifu trial decks,
they're not.
They really aren't. Like okay, like one of the staple levels was shortcut Ichika. Did that require you to play Ichikas?
No.
Oh.
In fact, if you were to look at most good stuff lists for this set, you will see a lot of the same cards because, honestly speaking, despite Gotsuba no Hanayome being 135 cards big, we had very little to work with in terms of good stuff.
I think the booster set proper, but the trial gets like a whole different ballpark.
Like when I told you last year, I'm getting into Gotsuba no Hanayome, thinking, really, man, FR. I believe that was your initial reaction, but tell the audience tell the audience your reaction to that statement from last year.
Of you telling me that you were gonna buy into quintuplets.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, Gavin, are you sure you want to get into this? I was suspicious that it was gonna be like a bunch of waifu centric cards. Like, was I wrong to make such a suspicion?
No, because it turned out to be true.
Right, I was like, Gavin, this sounds too much like it's gonna be like a Bang Dream Girls Band Party 2 or something.
Hell no! And when I made the purchase, I was going, why is like half my deck from the bloody trial deck?
Like, okay, like, shortcut Ichika, Fugo Yoshiba.
I'm going, oh crap, you're kind of forced to. Like, that was one of the biggest problems. Oh, and by the way, spoiler alert, there are barely any level 0s in this presentation because Gotupin's level 0 game is its bread and butter.
It's actually pretty robust. You got Queen Code, you got Queen Code, you got Runner. You got Onsensa. That's also a bomb. What the fuck?
You have multiple brainstorms.
Yeah, you got multiple brainstorms. You have multiple twisted drop searchers.
Like, you have so many different options.
It was crazy. Like, yo, this one was 0 card pool, low key busted.
Gotupin has the best level 0 card pool in the game.
Is it actually?
But I think so. Honestly speaking, there's literally only one level 0 profile. Good level 0 profile I can think of that it's missing, and it's in this presentation. We'll see it later. But regardless, though, its level 1 and 3 game need help. Literally everything else kind of needs a bit of help at this point. Outside of Ichika level 3, every other girl kind of suffers. And don't you dare give me that don't you dare tell me that Miku is decent, man. Hell no, Miku is trash.
Oh man,
I hate to do that.
I had to unironically play that combo.
I hate to do that to my girl, but god damn, she trash. She trash. Ichika felt so much better, didn't it, man?
Oh yeah.
And to this very day, Andrew still goes, Ichika trash. Himari trash.
What does he believe in when it comes to the couple? Do I even want to know?
No? Actually, no, he's like, Otome good.
Which is not wrong.
Which isn't wrong, but I'm going, FR, man, do you not play anti-change bombs? Plays 3 anti-change bombs in Lily. FR, how is Otome good?
Not just 2, 3. 3 anti-change bombs, the madman.
I'm like going this madman here. I'm like, hot damn, you call me crazy? Shit. Anyways, any oh, by the way, so any last thoughts on skilled actress here?
It's definitely a nice addition, and I like what it does in opening up more of the older card pool up for viability.
I'm surprised. Like, it took me 3 hours to develop this presentation. I'm going Bushy Road. It takes you. You could literally design an entire within a single workday. Lunch included, boys.
No,
like,
it's pretty clear that they have like multiple people with different philosophies doing the work. Like like Gavin and I have said many times, it feels like at least two different teams are working on a given project almost all the time now.
Yo, Bushy, hire me as an intern. I'll do it for free, man.
Like one person or like one team is like actually trying to innovate and explore new territory and while remaining on flavor. The other team is like
Fugo.
Fugo, Aqua, maybe new Akane.
I'm going. Yo, dog, treat me out for dinner, and I'll make you your double rares that are on fucking flavor, man. Here, watch his anime. Designs cards while watching anime. Like, literally, bro. I can do it within an 8-hour workday. Boom, just give me some time and shit. You'll have your double rare by the end of it.
The better question is, does head developer?
Yo, dog, can we fire Hori P and whoever's associate polls?
And before we could get Japanese, like, and before like, Bushido actually like goes, no, you've been copied, we have received a complaint from Bushido Corporate Japan. Your channel is terminated.
Dang. I've been like, oh hell.
So Gavin, can I start up the nebula for card game creators, right? Where people.
Oh hell yeah. Hell yeah, start a fucking nebula. We're on Curiosity Stream, boys.
Oh man, oh man.
Man,
for just $14.99 a year.
Man, we fit the definition of infotainment. Okay. We can join Wendover Productions, Polymatter.
Oh man, we gotta start filming trivia shows.
No.
I mean, just imagine like a trivia show between like us and like casually Weiss Schwarz.
Oh god, Lunchbox.
Some other people.
Holy shut up.
Hey, yeah, I can imagine like Strictly Broken opening up to the idea.
Yeah, sure, why not? We can do some trivia. But regardless, though, Ishika, my god, this card. Pretty broken. Pretty broken.
So, should we, before we move on, should we talk about like a quick behind the scenes here?
Oh yes, let's talk about the original cursed version.
Yeah, so Gavin said it was okay to make this a global 2K, first of all.
Yep.
Not frontal 2K, global 2K. Wait, FR, Gavin?
Yeah?
On top of that, he wanted to make the hexproof clause global. Or not hexproof clause, the anti-counter clause global.
Yeah, it's fucking global, no response.
I was like, no, one lane is not gonna have sanctity.
Fair enough.
I almost wanted to tell him center slot only.
Center slot only, Matt FR. No. Center slot only is not good enough.
Right. And I'm trying to remember. Did we
We didn't modify the
we
the
did
gun
not
trio.
we did not modify Go Trio, and the last part was more of how can we word it so that it sounds correct. But Gavin, you're okay if I tell you honest about like how you actually write this when you tell me, right?
Yep.
He writes in shorthand and probably uses like probably dumps some Mexican Gavin syntax in there while he's at it.
Yo, dog, I reached in magic syntax.
So I had to go, so I had to like unravel it and then like, no, I had to like ask, I need to expand it, turn it into like Bushiroad syntax.
I'm going. And man, it's what happens when you trying to fit a Magic the Gathering player's brain in this fucking.
Luckily I've learned how to I figured it out for the most part.
It's not. You know, the funny thing is that the games are similar enough actually that it's actually not impossible for Magic players to convert to this.
In a nutshell, it's only the only problem is more of if they like playing aggro and control decks and even combo decks in that game, they'll have a hard time fitting. But Weiss Schwarz does kind of narrow you in what kind of style to play.
You're a former Esper control mage here, man.
Right, but even you might go like, oh wait, I can't just simply play manga pass.
And I wanted to eventually sit there, play land, pass turn for like 6 turns, man. You played anything remotely threatening? No.
But here's a counter spell. Here's a
cryptic.
Here's a cryptic command.
Or I summon Teferi.
Or you unironically unlike you ever played Swan Song.
I did actually.
Okay.
Oh, turn 4. I summon Jace the Mind Sculptor.
I getting checks had no responses. Game 2.
You're just gonna get Fate Seal to oblivion. Oh, Fate Seal, something I don't like. Here, you can have your land. Here, you can have your land. But, okay.
Enjoy another copy of Mars Flax.
What? and man, the guy might unironically crack Marsh Flats just so he can have a chance of drawing something better. And hopefully not get Fate Sealed. But FR, man, I'm not gonna brainstorm. Use the brainstorm ability, I'm gonna go Fate Seal you. By the way, Jace the Mind Sculptor has brainstorm. And no, it is not the Weiss version of brainstorming.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure Gavin got a little confused when he saw the word brainstorm on a Weiss Schwarz card the first time.
Well, I was like, draw 3, put 2 back?
Yeah, that's what you're right. Oh, we actually have those? Actually reads the brainstorm. Oh, brainstorm worked in Magic.
That's why I wanted to call it concentration, man.
Technically speaking, the Japanese term does literally translate to concentration.
I wanted to call it concentration, but people would look at me funny.
Right, what the fuck's concentration? My English card says brainstorm, gosh darn it.
And man, when I hear the word brainstorm, I go draw 3, ditch 2, or draw 3, put 2 back.
Heck, I don't really like using. To be fair, it's despite the English guy using the word memory instead of recollection, I still prefer recollection.
I just call it exile. And man, it's better than the Yu-Gi-Oh term for it. Okay, what the fuck is this banish shit, man?
Hey man, at least banish is used in more than one game.
Still, I just call it exiled. Just exile it, man.
You want to use the Vanguard term? Bind zone?
The fuck is a bind zone? Dude, when people taught me how to play Vanguard, they just refer to it as exile.
Bro, Magic Converse and Vanguard is more likely than you think.
They're like, yeah. Oh, well, again, dude, they're all modern players. They're like, oh yeah, dude. Wait, does exile exist in Vanguard? Yeah. Hardly anybody exiles though. Oh, okay. Hey, man, where's
Meanwhile, Stoikea in standard.
I read when I read the Vanguard card for the first time. What the fuck is a drop zone, man? Your graveyard. Oh, okay.
No, Gavin probably asked what the fuck's a Guardian Circle.
Yeah, what the fuck is a Guardian Circle?
What the fuck's a Guardian?
I don't know what the fuck that is, man. And then
They're only way to interact with the opponent on their turn.
oh, okay. So it's like instant and sorcery. Like, they're like, no, it's like Weiss. Everything's played at sorcery speed. Oh, okay. Sorceries. And man, that's why I use magic terms for everything. Okay, confuses my brain. Confuses my brain.
I mean, heaven forbid that Gavin ever got into a buddy fight.
No. That game is dead. I'm more likely to play Kaijudo over buddy fight.
Have you played Kaijudo?
No, I saw the meme anime.
That's not even an anime. It was made by someone in I forget if it was in Europe or America.
Yo, dog, that it was such a fucking.
Oh, you're talking about the original Duel Masters anime. I thought you were talking about the Kaijudo cartoon.
No, I'm talking about the Duel Masters, the original Duel Masters.
Okay, because I heard, when I think Kaijudo, I think of like that aired on American television cartoon.
Oh no, I'm thinking the original.
I tried watching the first episode just to say what's going on. I'm like, wait, where's the actual card game? And you find out that's like it's kind of like watching Look and Logic. The characters they see in the cards are there, but they're not actually engaging in card games.
It's like the Lucky Logic anime.
Right, like yes, it's a watchable cartoon. Yes, Lucky Logic was a watchable anime, but if you're looking for a card game anime, those aren't the places.
No, in fact, even for how much memes you in the original Duel Masters anime, at least they played Duel Masters.
Right, they're at least playing a game, despite like skipping a bunch of turns.
And Knight OP, okay?
Knight OP, I will not doubt.
Knight very OP, goddamn. And Mr. Kirafuda.
I do like the puns used in the Japanese.
I'm like, Shobu? Holy shit, that guy is OP as fuck. He's so, more OP man.
He's apparently so OP that I heard in the latest iteration of Duel Masters, he's become the Prime Minister or something.
Jesus Christ, he's more OP than the Pharaoh, man.
Like you once ruled over a ancient kingdom 5,000 years ago? That's cute. I ruled over the entirety of Japan.
Oh shit. Well, anyways, shall we get on to the next card?
Yes. Alright, we now have Desire to Leave the Trek Club Yosuba. Level 3 2 cost 9,000 power. So continuous, we haven't seen this one in a while. We have 3 or more other quintuplet characters or characters with Futuro in their card games. You get 3,000 power cross turn. On play, search your deck or wayroom for one trying to study a gold bar trigger. You search your deck, shuffle it, and auto climax combo. Activate your encore step if trying to study a gold bar triggers in your climax area. And if the character in front of her is reversed, or if there's no character in front of her, you may pay a cost of 2 stock and discard a card. If you do, put that character if it was reversed, and the top card of your opponent's deck to your opponent's clock in that order. Or if there was no character involved with this card, your opponent puts the top 2 cards of their deck to their clock in their bag.
So crashing your board does literally nothing. Actually, crashing your board just makes it worse.
Right. At least you could attempt to defend, assuming that they don't get the Ichika online.
Oh yeah, it's more of wait, what? People would scream hella Imba. I'm going, yet you guys approve of burn one burn.
Which is almost effectively just as bad, right?
Right. I'm going what?
Like on attack burn one, or on attack burn one and then on reverse burn one or something. Like no matter how you try to phrase it.
And man, at least with this, You have one real option: be bigger. It's like, I don't want.
Whereas you know, burn ones, like, you know, Darth Vader type, especially if they're like non-interactive, like, you know, that just kind of takes away the fun out of the game.
It it it, it, it's kind of I find it kind of hypocritical, but people would just bring up, well, you can just play Charlotte. This doesn't do anything against Charlotte either. Basically, I'm trying to make clock kicks.
Make clock kicks good again. Now you could argue that, like, you know, this one card could, like, you know, just like fatal your opponent easily.
Fair enough. If you're that scared, play battling Jupiter cards. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. Heal counters. You know, Hanako, battling Jupiter.
Right.
I believe, if I remember correctly, Alicization 1 also has a battling Jupiter clone as well. So legitimately speaking,
like that.
There are options. You have options.
Right, so the problem is, you know, the fact that there's a, you know, if we have that Ichka earlier, options could become slightly limited. But, you know, that's why we had to say it cannot be a global no responses.
Oh God, global no responses.
Global responses with this, okay, yeah, we effectively turn quintuplets turn 0. We effectively make quintuplets tier 0.
It's like, well, again, JCs can also prevent it as, you know, JCs can also prevent one of the kicks as well.
Right. Or debatably even two, right?
Oh shit, you're right.
Debatably, I even thought about debatably. It depends if both JC and the character survived.
And if they're likely JC in response, likely the battle opponent will not be surviving. If they have to JC in response, like, oh God. It's one of those things that makes me go, okay, the cost itself, it's pretty fair, actually.
Right, like the problem is that, you know, JC in response to this is more of, are you willing to just simply put the top 2 cards in your deck to clock instead?
You eat 2 damage anyway.
Right.
You paid 1 to eat 2 damage anyway. They're like, and shit like Ukiya exists. Like, you know, there are cards out there that can literally one-shot from 3-0. And yet I can see people complaining, wow, this is guaranteed damage. I'm going, again, that's part of the appeal of green.
Right, well, you know, like one clock kick just really isn't cutting it.
So how about a double kick?
Instead of the, you know, the weird, you get like a burn, like you try to like a double burn or something with the Chia from last time.
It's a clock kick and a burn.
Clock kick and a burn. Oh, right. You would just clock the top card of the deck if there was no character.
Correct. Instead, I'm just like, well, I liked Chia, but at the same time, you know what? Let's make it even better this time around.
Right, and you know, it's a flat 2 damage instead of just being potentially like 7.
Like,
here is more like, you know, 2 guaranteed, up to 5 before trigger. And other modifiers.
This can't one-shot you.
Whereas Chia could
easily one-shot you. Like,
right, it's debatably a little safer. You need multiple to pull off a higher chance of lethal.
So if you see 3 of them on the board, you're likely dead.
Right, though, I kind of go, and you know, the fact that it's an encore ability does mean that it does become easier to get off.
Like, I carefully worded this to make sure it's the beginning of encore step. I had to carefully word it because I was like, okay, I'm trying to basically prevent the, you know, typical responses. I'm trying to basically punish the hive mind and reward the innovators.
Right, and you know, what's another interesting thing is this, you know, typically when we see power conditions now, they'll either say 2 or more other, or all of your characters are a certain trait or something. We have not seen the 3 or more in quite a while now.
That's how I could justify this being a 12K by default. Remember, this is bigger than your typical level 3 in most cases.
Right.
Most level 3s are what, 11K? I'm like, fuck it, 12. Like, people who just try to crash the board and get punished. Eat the top 2 cards of your deck instead. Basically, you're eating the kicks regardless.
Unless, you have find a way to be bigger.
Or people start playing the 1/1 events that say you cannot be.
So,
That
again, if we have, if talented actress Ike goes on the board, only one of those lanes could be affected.
is protected. And you're still eating the swing damage.
Right. Like, until they make a card, like, if anything, like, this card could, like, necessitate a new design. A card that says, no, you give X characters cannot be reversed until the end of your opponent's next turn. But it's a sorcery speed only.
And that would, but the cost of that would be so high. I'd rather just let them kick me. Like, again, it's one of those things that makes me go, how do I essentially change the meta? How do I effectively change it? And basically, I don't know about you, man, but sometimes the meta gets a bit stale and quickly.
Oh, I don't blame you. Like there'll just be times where I'm like, do I play Weiss Schwarz today? Nah, not really.
Nah, not really, because the sweat are literally gonna just play the exact same treads consistently. Like it's one of those.
Does it sound fun to just go into a local every weekend? Everyone's just playing the same, 3 to 4 decks.
No,
Like, no, you want to see some spice.
I want to see some spice, and something like Yotsuba. Like this definitely helps. This definitely helps out Yotsuba Waifu.
Oh yeah.
This is a massive power boost.
If you don't like playing ultra defensively and want to be more on the offense, this is an option.
Like you would play this.
Oh yeah, no. Here's what actually kind of saddens me about Yotsuba Waifu in Set 1. Why did they make her premier level 3? I get it. She's like one of those it's very clear by season 2. She's like a very very altruistic person.
Mm-hmm.
And sure, I get it. Her altruism is why she's like this defensive ability, but at the same time, also known that Xquaria Yossi was also like a very physically capable, very very high energy person.
Like this combo is definitely befitting of some of that personality, right?
Oh yeah. Like if anything, which style would you like more, altruistic or high energy?
I'm going to start with the altruism, but at the same time, the combo that they gave us in Set 1. Oh god, this thing's terrible.
I feel they were trying to be like semi-flavorful with that, but it just didn't work out.
Nobody played it. It's worth $4 or $5, dude.
Right.
You could build Yotsuba Waifu for like $100.
Yeah, your most expensive card is the full goal.
Actually, no, it is actually the level 3 still, but it's a difference of 80 yen, dude, per copy.
Okay.
They're basically the same price, but at the same time, it's just pathetic how cheap Yotsuba is. It's because of her card quality, and I think this fixes the problem.
Oh yeah, definitely. We're exploring this territory of on play, grab the climax, like a specific one. Not pay one, grab any climax.
Nope, it has to be the gold bar. Now, of course, some people might complain, well, this makes it too easy to grab the. You don't necessarily have to grab the bar. You don't necessarily have to grab it.
Right, we say up to one for. I mean, Booster was racing this way anyway.
Right. I'm just like the reason, and of course, in the background, I didn't. I was thinking to myself, okay, I could force him to grab the bar, or I could be like, remember, this doesn't heal you. I can see Japan not ignoring this entirely.
Prefer to just play like a card that does the best of both worlds for them, right?
Right, but
Like
Yotsuba
like
is so
like
much.
like like, like someone like the Ishiki combo healed if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it did. Miku as well.
Yeah, Miku also healed.
And Nino healed kinda.
Kinda healed. I mean, it's more like the Alzora jumping hard Kong heal.
You need to ditch a red or a blue card to heal
Right.
when she attacks. Ichika does not heal you either. But Yotsuba here, you want a cantrip, it's gonna be the bar.
Right.
And to some people that's a no-go for them. They're like, all my opponent has to do is be bigger than me. Good luck being bigger.
Right.
So
13K with climax.
combined
This is before back row.
with skill actress, 14,500, no responses.
Right. Alright, somehow be 15K.
Or Reinhardt.
or be Reinhardt, true.
But
Still trying to keep Ray Zero relevant.
Hey man, unlike with Gochiusa, well, hey man, I made sure that our titular level 3 in ReZero or in Gochiusa killed Reinhardt.
Oh man, that was 8,000.
Listen, you were like, FR man, 8,000? Where did you get this number from? Reinhardt, oh, I want to make sure he's dead.
I'm sure he's dead.
He's dead.
But it's forcing the picks to back up.
If they have it.
If they have it. Overall, if anything, you could argue that like green's a bit lacking when it comes to quintuplets sometimes.
And man, according to most people, level 1 and before, and that's it. I'm going, I can't blame you, but at the same time, you know what? And of course, the whole thing of, God damn it, I had to put this on a bar. I felt kind of forced to.
What other green, like, unless we are the ones that come up with the third green special trigger.
No, I would have just put Salvage Soul. I honestly wanted to put the Salvage Soul. Or Green Stalk Soul. But I knew that wouldn't sell.
Right, you pretty much can't have double soul triggers on double R combos anymore these days. It's almost forbidden to do so.
Yeah, I was almost tempted bag. I was almost tempted to do the fucking bag combo. And I could put an additional sentence on the bag and have it be justified because, bruh, you're literally bag trigger. You're like, fug. I don't know, man. Would you play this card if it was a bag?
I'll definitely have to consider it, but chances are I'll still probably play it just because it is too guaranteed damage.
Basically guaranteed.
Right, and if I gotta play back to do it, hey, why not?
Oh, good. I've at least taught you that that triggers should not matter nearly as much.
Right. Yeah. You're talking to someone that used to play like all sorts of different classes throughout this game's history.
Unironically, Ichika level 3 should have been on shot. I would have preferred if it was on shot, to be honest.
Trigger shot on her. Oh lord.
On her premier level 3 combo from set 1, man. Let's fucking go.
Oh, true go.
All right, next.
Ready.
Desperation Yotsuba, 329K. Or 3295, excuse me. If you have 4 or more quintuplets or Futaro, she becomes a 2-2. If you have 2 or more other Futaro or quintuplets, this gains 1,000. And auto, When this card attacks, you may pay the cost to pay one, ditch one, and she becomes a clock kick until end of turn.
Okay, neat. So, service, very, easy early play can get boss 10-5 as an early play, not too shabby. And, extra instances of damage that can also be permanent removal. What?
And man, I thought to myself, Desperation sounds like the shittiest card on this list.
I don't blame you for thinking that. I don't blame you for thinking that, actually.
But I was thinking to myself, I was like, the Sweat are going to ignore this card.
Oh yeah, I could see it. Like, despite this doing the extra instance of damage.
They're going to be like, ew, I have to pay for it?
Gross.
And I need to reverse? Ew?
Like, gross. Like, oh, even if it has my favorite early play clause. No, F this. I'm going back to the Dutch Rio,
combine this with Ichika, though. Yo, dog, 12k clock kicks that cannot be responded to.
And you're like, sure, I paid for stock. I paid 4 stock to bring out those 2 characters.
Oh, hello.
That's why I'm getting rid of your darn blue-haired main rem.
Or goodbye, Asna Analysis.
Right.
Goodbye, Recurables. You will not be missed. And man, those things are annoying. What do you mean I'm not invincible anymore? Clock kicked. Fug. Any responses? No. Goodbye. Goodbye once and for all.
Right, the design that Gavin's kind of going for here is like commit a good, you're kind of going to become like Raid 0 where you're going to commit a lot of stock at level 2, but you're going to get quite the number of rewards for it.
And man, our early plays are Ichika or Itsuki. Ichika's good. Itsuki, you don't see that many. You don't see that many of her. And everybody else, Lamau. Can you, excuse me, sir, can you refute that point? You wish you could refute. Hey, you would play Desperation Yotsuba, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah, no, I definitely like the design of this.
It's like, well, it's fair. But like, okay, the theme with these cards is you have to. Like, I'm basically saying, no, you cannot have your cake and eat it too. Make your decision and stick with it. You made your decision. Now stick with it. Is this card amazing? No, I think it's actually the weakest card on. But at the same time, I think this card's actually pretty good too, because even if you ignore the clock kick, she's a 10-5 that comes down easily. Like, if you meet the first clause, the second clause is a given.
Yeah.
And if you really need the removal, clock kick. If not, she's a 2-soul body on the board that's probably gonna. And honestly speaking, I think a lot of people are treating their early plays as more and more expendable nowadays. Don't you get that feeling as well?
In general, yeah. Like, outside of, like, Raid 0, most people are just going, oh, level 2? Ah.
Summon some early play.
Right.
And
your early play can just go and die. Yeah.
Right, and not really care. And I'm just going, again, it's kind of one of those people aren't gonna, like, we cannot bring back the days of actually playing real level 2s. Like, we can never bring them back because early plays are too, like, the player base would complain way too much if early plays suddenly blew up in a fireball. But at the same time, Yotsuba, I feel Yotsuba gives me a reason to, a reason to play green at higher levels, like this and the clock kicker and the clock kick combo. I don't know about you, man. Like,
it's definitely, again, like, green has kind of been like a weird color, especially in Quintuple.
It's just like I see nothing but burn combos on green cards. Going, that's not really green's color identity.
It really wasn't. Like, it's just like, why do y'all have these abilities, right?
Why does green exist anymore?
Right. Why is green just why is green just overlapping with other people?
And I'm just going, no, green should be the one color that has unique color identity.
By far, if no one else.
If no one else, green should have that unique color identity.
Like it's honestly starting to like sick of me when like they're printing clockets on other colors.
Karine, anybody?
Like FR, this like Karen, you ain't green, you're so green in this title.
They're like, well, hi guys, I'm a clock kick anyways. Like, God, I love this character too.
But did she have to go and take away from green? One of green's last unique traits.
Apparently, Bushiroad says yes.
Like I'm starting to fear what they're gonna do with the third green special climax trigger.
What can they realistically do next? Like, it has to be so good that it gets people off gold.
I feel like they have a low-key making a standby where it activates both on play and on trigger.
Oh God. Oh no.
Like green's kind of entering that point.
Man, I just feel bad for green. I really do. Like, what's the point of green? But I'm not here to retread the green problem all over again. I'm here to retread. Desperation, yeah. I feel we're kind of desperate here for good green cards.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
yeah,
next.
Same as Rosebud being desperate to make sure that she and her sisters can continue doing what they're doing at their current school.
Right, I was about to say, man. No, we try not to spoil the anime too much.
No, not too much. No, we're trying. We're trying. All right, we'll move on.
Oh damn! Some of these card names, man.
Some of these card names.
I thought you were gonna yell at me for spoiling season 2 because of the card names.
Overall, I think we should be fine, right?
Right.
Okay.
Next.
No. So we are thinking of her mother, Itsuki, 1/5500. So as you have two or more other quintuplets or characters with full control on her card games, she can still have some power. She has Yi-O character hand on core. And when, auto comments combo, when carrying affection, so standby trades with seeing the next card. Exploring your comments area, you may pay the cost of playing this card to the waiting room to choose one, running away from home escape from your hand or your waiting room, and playing this card's previous slot. Right, and then we'll have Gavin go over the second part of this.
Okay, running away from home Itsuki, 2/2, 7k. This card cannot side attack. If you have two or more other quintuplets or futaros, this card gains 4,000 power. When this card becomes reversed, you may discard a card from your hand. If you do, tap this. If you don't, put this card to your clock. At the beginning of your encore step, with carrying affection, the standby is in your climax area, and the character in front of this is reversed, or there is no. Choose any combination up to 2 quintuplets or futaros in their card name, add them to your hand, and this card gains -1 level at the end of your opponent's next turn.
Alright, so breaking it down, we have a standard 1175 with hand on core that can transform into a bigger 2/2 with, a pretty nice combo, but also some drawbacks.
Some nasty downsides. So the 1175 hand on core, this is the double rare. Now, of course, the 1175 with hand on core, 100% your typical standby target. The 2/2 here, oh, by the way, the 2/2 can come down as soon as level 0.
Right.
It's like, wait, what? You have a 2/2 11k at yes. So, okay, this character cannot side attack. Not the honestly speaking, you almost never want a side attack with this anyway. If you have two or more other quintuplets with Futaro or Futaros, she's an 11k. Should be the easiest condition on the planet to meet. Now, of course, basically, this card has Han Encore. However, if you are not willing to pitch the card for her, be prepared to eat her as damage.
Right, so I talked it over with Gavin because he originally wanted to make this just have vanilla character hang encore. If I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, it was originally going to be with vanilla.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, Gavin, in 11k, you're just giving it a King side, and you're also gonna like give it, well, you're giving like quite the number of upsides, which is quite a nice combo. FR Gavin, we need to put something else there.
Okay, sure. Save her, or eat her as damage.
And I was like, okay, I'll accept it.
Eat her? Man, aren't you gonna dish the card?
Like, you pretty much got it, like it's going back to like the zombie redesigns, right? But like
Right, but
making them more modern.
like it's a zombie redesign. However, imagine a zombie having a climax that is a legit +1, a selective +1.
Right.
Like holy shitto! And of course, -1 level until now. The -1 level until the end of your opponent. This is to ensure that she cannot be bombed.
Right, which I this was there was this quest I had go Gavin. Night attack cannot be the only penalty on this card.
Hey man, Bushiroad typically puts -1 level as a detriment.
But
we know that
we
it's
know
not.
we know that's complete BS.
That's completely. And you know that I know. Like FR man, not acceptable. Come on, complete imba.
Right, I was like Gavin, are we really trying to turn this into tier 0?
No, I don't want to be pummeled by Itsuki 24/7.
Right, so maybe I can make sure that like if you're going to choose to play this, accept the consequences that can come with playing this.
True. I don't want to make this the clear, obvious option.
Right, like from the way I got wanting to make, I was like, FR, what else would you play besides this?
Your boy, man?
Oh boy, you're not wrong, but
Actually, no. For the sweat, Itsuki is the obvious option.
right, you're like, yeah, I will automatically shift this out at level 0.
I shook this out at level 0. I'm going, okay, that sounds complete imba. That sounds like complete
Right,
imba.
I wish like the -1 level, it means that people could like still attempt to either they could side her or if they want to put little 1 bombs to like force the discard.
Now, of course, now again. This goes back to the philosophy of shaking up the meta. Notice how much this card punishes anti-standby tactics, especially ones that are being played nowadays.
Like, if anything, you actually pretty like if anything, Gavin's trying to force y'all to play those 1-0 clock anti changes.
And man, innovate.
Right. Or heck, even the standard 1-0 destroy counters would be fine on this. Because this doesn't have actual encore, or this doesn't have an actual character have encore. This only activates when she's third ability only activates when she's reversed in battle, or reversed by a card ability.
Okay, you gotta actually kill her.
Right. Like if you she is susceptible. Like unlike regular 2/2-star recurable, she's actually more susceptible to those 1-0 anti-change counters.
But nobody plays them because ew, that cost me 3 cards. Like,
I mean, would you want to get rid of 3 cards to deal with this?
I play Yoshino, man.
Right. So the answer is yes.
I play Yoshino, man. Like, again, Yoshino deals with easily.
Along with any of those other pesky recurable 2/2 standby target.
Right. Like, it just makes me go, okay, you could play something like Golden Wings. Like, I don't have to kill her. I just fucking bounce her back to your hand.
But like trigger this win, I bounce something else back to your hand.
Exactly. You know, basically, I'm trying to force out non.
Right.
And again, man, in the majority of your decks, what the fuck do you do against Itsuki?
I wants to kill over.
Like, think about your decks and be like, imagine you're sitting in front of this Itsuki.
Sweat.
What? You're like, oh, imagine 3 of them on the board.
Brawl.
Oh god, his hand is fucking stacked. He has 7 cards in hand, most of which were ones that he picked. My only hope is that he pushes me. I mean, actually, no. Konosa can't even save you.
Big sad.
Big sad gal on that one. Like, you pretty much have to swing in with I and hope pray they don't have counter, right?
More or less.
Although, bruh, if they salvage 6 cards, they're also going to pick up some counter, anticipating that. And remember, this is 11k before back row. Now, granted, Gotobu's back row is kind of shit, honestly. So, like, Itsuki is only likely to be 11k.
Earlier in the game.
Huh?
Like, earlier in the game, she'll be 11k.
11k. And, like, this is designed to deal with early plays, too. Like, this card can also destroy early plays. Like, it's the same size as them, and I'm just, I basically wanted to make this, like, Itsuki's role in the story, like, she played a very big role in the story this time around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
Season one, she was just kind of there.
So you could argue, like, she was kind of, like, she was still pretty important in season 1, like, she kind of, like, started the whole, in a way. But she's literally the first character you run into.
True. Simping for Itsuki, man. And I'm going, yo, dog, yo.
The Fukuro's initial interaction with Itsuki is kind of like what plays out for like the rest of the anime for the most part, up until a certain point.
Like, yo, dog, she's a supermodel. And you're too busy looking at books.
Hey man. Hashtag my academic rank matters.
Fair enough, sir. I'll date the supermodel. Like, but regardless, though, when you first read this card,
Rachel version, I was like, no, Gavin.
You're high.
Wait, Gavin, are you answer me. Are you trying to make this tier 0?
Hey man, Visa at the Brocante.
We managed. Wait, that sound fixed. That sound get fixed enough.
Okay, fair enough. Actually, no, Visa at the Brocante is much worse. Is worse than this because, first off, Visa at the Brocante is very limited selection. However, and arguably it's a worse trigger being gate versus standby. You could argue they're both really good, but Itsuki, what? And I'm just trying to restore Gotubin back to her former glory, okay? I'm just trying to restore her back.
Restore her, not make her broken.
True. I'm just like, but the problem with Itsuki is, dude, she takes up 12 slots. She takes up so many slots.
Right. To play anything under 12, it would be tomfoolery, right?
But at the same time, Yoda, I'll take the 12 slots. Fuck everything else. Can you blame me?
Make standby great again?
No, make Itsuki great again.
Great again.
Hey man, she became a good girl this season.
She was quite a good girl. Actually, yes.
Like, I'm considering. I'm like, should I just make Itsuki my best? I considered that, but I was like, no, I gotta remain loyal.
Being loyal.
But if Itsuki won, I'd be like, shit. And it brings out a much different vocal range from Inori Minase as opposed. Oh god, it's Chino. Oh god, no. Have you heard her try to sing as Chino, man? Nails on a chalkboard.
Stop that.
Worse than Rice Druid, man.
Oh, come on. We've had good Shikako vocals in life.
I'm talking
Before,
anime era.
Toby wasn't that bad.
No, I actually like that song. I actually like that song too.
That far, Toby wasn't that bad.
Oh, it was actually a pretty good song.
Okay, sure, I don't blame you. Suki Deska. Okay, fair enough. But
okay, that song is Nails on the Chalkboard, man.
are like the majority of Prompton songs where you hear Shikako though? Like no Essa or Ryan, hello?
I didn't really like that one all that much.
That far?
Yeah, I didn't.
Like Wow Powerful Gamer?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
But anyways, back to Itsuki here. I'm going, man. I know, they're trying to force her to sing in character. Oh, Jesus Christ. Please, just let her sing normally. It's so much more soothing. Like, if you, I mean, go to no Kimochi times 12, man. I mean, man, the song is so good, man. It's better than season 2. It's better than season 2 opening, man.
I mean, since the opening wasn't bad by any means.
It wasn't bad, but at the same time, season 1 opening is so much better. And
I'll go saying so much better.
And what happened to Burb, man? What happened to Burb? I like Sign Candy.
Well.
Yeah. I think they did that on purpose, actually. They could have asked Burb to come back. They did it on purpose. But anyways, any last thoughts on Miss E here?
If nothing like to make you play standby back in set 1, guess most likely will.
And man, set one standby. I sleep. Set 2, Itsuki, real shit.
Pretty much. Alright, we'll move on then. Alright, speaking of people that became good girls. Letting go of the past Nino. Level 3, 2 cost 9,000 power. So on push you get 4,000 power until end of turn. Your opponent cannot play events or backups from hand during battles involving her. And auto Quamis combo when she attacks. If determined to change a door triggers in your Quamis area, burn one. And she gets the following ability until end of turn. This ability activates up to once per turn. At the end of her attack, you may pay to discard 1 to stand her.
Recognize this card?
Yes, he made this effectively a climax combo tied Megan's Heart Marika.
And man, it's better than the original Nino Reese.
Right, which just allowed you to heal up to twice.
Here, how about no responses die?
No responses die.
No responses die. You don't even. Hey, no Ichiko required.
Which can required for her. True.
Now,
so if you play, skilled actress Ichika, and you have like a lane of what your other lane that's not protected with this card, then your opponent unironically cannot respond on all 3 lanes.
Oh shit! But but at the same time, it's just like 13,000, man. 14,000 with the climax. What are you doing against this card?
Oh.
Reinhardt to fuck off, right?
Pretty much. And even with Reinhardt, Ingo gets encouraged, she gets reverse.
True, but he can send her to exile.
True.
He can send her to exile.
Like, oh, you wanna try again? No. I found it here.
How about no? I mean,
let's pretend. No, you get only half of your shenanigans.
imagine. Are you scared of four?
But there's a reason why before Circus, people were unironically trying to build their own Marika with Charles in the couple.
Man, you don't even need to make your own. Here,
It's made for you.
it's
You just need to play a specific climax.
hey man, I made it a good trigger.
Yeah, door trigger, you can't go wrong.
Hey man, would you play this?
Oh, definitely.
I tried to make the level 3 options very tantalizing.
They're very tempting. Hey, you know, just to help that, like, unironically, I feel like Nino definitely moved up in my ranks after this season.
Dang.
Can you blame me?
I want to say yes, actually.
Screw you.
Excuse me, sir. We do not litter our streets with actual trash.
You're gonna call her trash after season 2?
I still didn't like her even after season 2, man.
What? Come on. Can we even look at the same character?
I low-key don't think so.
What did you see that I didn't? It's a better question.
I'd be like, God damn, you're still a bitch.
I'd argue that the eldest sister probably like moved quite down after this season.
Fair enough. Most people put each in the trash now.
I'm like, I know. She used to be my second best. And I'm like, she's like, I'll admit it. It was basically, I will admit it's heartbreaking to see what happened.
Man. And man, that's why my number 1 and 2 are moving. Like my number 2.
You had girls that either redeemed themselves or remained pretty well behaved. I think one of them redeemed themselves. The other one more or less remained well behaved.
Itsuki is a constant, man. And Miku, she definitely redeemed herself. But at the same time, though, yeah, imagine Maiden's heart without responses now.
Yikes.
Imagine, and she doesn't need a reversal either.
Right, there were weaknesses to Maiden's heart Mariko. Body counter, hello?
How about no?
Stack counters, hello?
Yeah, how about no? I'm like, and I just was like, how do I fix Mariko for the modern? This. And it's like she's letting go of the past. I'm like, yeah, she definitely let go of the past. I'm like, oh Jesus, yeah, I play this lightning. I'm like,
Hey, I'll admit, that new hairdo really works well on her.
yeah, I really do like the short hair on her, actually. But I still don't like tsunderes in general, man. I still don't like.
Double checking. Where do you rank Maki in Love Live again?
5th place.
I'm like down in the middle.
I mean, all of my best are the nice girls.
Okay, whatever that means.
Excuse me, sir. Nozomi, Burb, Ellie. Like, Burb is a very nice girl, okay?
Burb is a very nice girl. But you're killing I want to be low-key bullies people.
And Ellie?
Before she joined the club, FR.
Okay, yeah, she was kind of a bitch. Well, when she joins the club, man.
Oh yeah, true. She became quite a good girl.
And then Sunshine. Well, let's see here. We have Yo, we have Kanan, and we have Daya.
If we have Tsundere in Sunshine though.
Can we argue Yohane or no?
Tsundere in what way?
Oh no, she's a Chunibyo, excuse me.
I was like, how was she a Tsundere? She was very open with her relationship with Rico. I don't think anyone was really assumed
Rico?
Oh, what's a
Rico-
tsundere? Question mark. Maybe two Yohane, that's about it.
Yeah, well. And then we have Nichikasaki. Let's see here.
You want a tsundere there?
No,
Like, no.
not even Setsuna is.
Why would she be a tsundere in the first place?
Hmm?
Because she likes anime, FR.
I guess.
She doesn't like that kind of anime. Apparently, okay, so I looked at some trivia. Apparently, like in anime, so remember like how like she and I were geeking out over, or she and Rio were geeking out over some anime. Apparently, I read somewhere it was one of the Precure series.
Oh, and then Precure is very popular, okay? But at the same time, do we have any more comments about Nino?
She good. She very good.
Would you play her?
Yes.
And then I also don't like Bint, who is very popular as well.
And you know, as Gavin hasn't been here before, he apparently doesn't like girls that could cook.
Apparently so. I'd rather take Shoko Makinohara.
And he would take Miku and Setsuna.
Oh man. I'm gonna have to get my stomach pumped.
Yeah, Gavin's got unironically like go through.
Alright, next. Confession, Ichika, 002K. All of your other characters get this card cannot side attack. Two or fewer cards listed in your stock, gains becomes a 35. And this card enters the battlefield, you pay the cost of discard one and hit your if you do tutor for a climax and shuffle.
Alright. May I give the first cause there because 2000 is the vanilla stack of a Jinsu Kaini Summer Festival clone. Because we also made her buff.
Like, hi guys.
Like
Wait a
FR
second.
3500 power. Summer
Yeah, why
Festival.
not?
Summer Festival. Jinsu Kaini.
Yeah, why not?
Oh, no. Well, when seeing a first draft of the card, I haven't seen the first sentence. I just saw the bottom. So I'm like, Gavin, explain how this is fair right now.
Fair? Who said this is gonna be fair, man? Who said this is gonna be fair?
I was like, Gavin gives me a 1500 base, or we're gonna add in a downside.
We gotta add a downside.
So Gavin chose the ladder.
And man, I'd rather add downsides. And man, this is not a real downside.
It's not,
not
but still, you know, it's kind of obligatory to prevent it from being like over. You know, we don't want to set a bad precedent.
Complete Impa. And man, Jutsu Kainu is already setting a very, very bad precedent.
Yes and no. Like, luckily, it didn't repeat her left and right. She's one of those cards where she's one of the cards where she'll definitely be appreciating the talents that get her, but there are talents that if you give it to them, they'll become broken.
We're not giving this to 10th Annie.
I'm giving it to Charlotte.
Not giving this to Charlotte. Charlotte will be like, I will gladly take the.
But sure, I'll take one. I'll take one to take 0.
Yeah, to guarantee surviving here. Nichikasaki has this in event form.
I wouldn't call that a real jinx.
Well, we don't take damage in response, and it's not an event.
Like, right. I mean, yeah, you know, events that grab climaxes are definitely more fair than characters.
Even if they are free. They are free.
I mean, you're exchanging two cards for the climax.
True, you are necking one. You are necking one.
Whereas Shinsu Kai's cantrip you, but you gain yourself.
True. I'll take that.
Right, like you can't call the events truly free.
We're not giving. Would you give this to DeCapo, man? Probably not.
Like, it's funny because their card pool is Omega Huang, and you would think something like that has already slipped in there.
Yeah, how about no? We're not giving this to DeCapo.
Like, oh man, the card pool is massive.
It's just like
Like, how big is the Cupboard's card pool? Yes.
yes, but giving it to Gotoboon, well, this was already kind of a risk. This is the only level 0 in this presentation, but
Hey, this is one that Gavin thought that Quintuplets needs.
I'm going, this is already risky.
And, I don't blame him for thinking that.
Well, it's in the same set as Bulbaro. Ooh. Actually, wait a minute. The ball meme has Jinsu.
But only for a specific color.
True.
Like
It's not universal.
Yeah, it's only for yellow climaxes.
And Diva, FR? Diva.
Diva definitely appreciated the fuck out of that.
Diva's not relevant, man.
Right. I mean, they technically did it because they made a weird climax comeback that needed you to have 2 climaxes.
And Boats, despite having the original Jinsu. I'm going, what? How is Jinsu not played? Or how is Boats not played? Like, Boats has a lot of.
I guess it's more a problem of people grew tired of playing Boats. And that's pretty much the shiny new toys kept coming one by one.
Fair enough.
And Boats now looking as appealing as a result.
Boats not looking too hot.
Like, sure, both. I'll agree with you. Boats have, Conklay has some very, very nice things to do. Like, Conclay's card pool is honestly like one of the more unique ones, and they're also pretty robust in general. It's just more of it's one of those like if you don't give it stuff often enough, it starts to look old really quickly.
And Fifth Fleet already looks ancient.
That's kind of sad. It's my Fifth Fleet really was one of the biggest buffs to Conclave by far.
It's from the Gulf War, man, and the Gulf War wasn't that long ago.
It was.
I'm going, dude, there are decks from last year that already. I'm looking at you, Albuta.
It's kind of sad when you see like things happening that way, but just going back to like Ichika here, like I know. Let's go ahead and like push that a little further here. What made you decide like what, Quintuplets deserves something like that?
Okay, so one of the biggest design philosophies is when thinking about it. Okay, Gotoboon really struggles in keeping board presence at level 0. Outside of the runner, like you really struggle to keep board presence, and board presence is kind of necessary.
Like despite what we said about Quintuplets having one of the better level 0 card pools in the entire game, it's really only that way mainly on the offensive
or utility side.
Right? Like Quintessential Quintuplets is probably one of the better brainstorms that we're seeing this game.
She's probably the best brainstorm. She's probably one of the best brainstorms in the game. Like, and okay, for big things toughness wise, it like you have Nino, like Ozza says not bulky at all.
But she being a bomb effectively means that she's bulky, technically speaking.
Kinda ish. She trades 1 for 1.
She will trade.
She'll trade, and people want to avoid trading as well. It's I hate to say it, but that's kind of true nowadays. Like the player base has gotten so 1-for-1 trades aren't good enough anymore. You have to stable them onto good abilities, like also some.
And even then, you'll have people who just go, nah, this card not good.
Andrew, cough.
Oh man, like after if I'm not mistaken, that was like, that was already after I was already playing like a different quintuplets. So I was already used to playing Quintessential Quintuplets HD, and then being told not to play, I go, oh man, what happened to that card when I needed it?
The card was essential, wasn't it?
I mean, just like free deck building handouts are just powerful. I mean, sure, I got handouts by playing the Global 5 Yosuba for the Gold Bar hand filter shenanigans.
But that only worked half the time.
Right, like it wasn't on demand.
And the fact is that, he eventually learned that, he plays 4 of the Mai from Assault Lily. But anyways, back to Itsuki here. Okay. Shortcut.
Ichika, you mean?
Ichika, excuse me. I have Itsuki on the brain, excuse me. And man, Itsuki's much better than Ichika, okay?
Something, you tell her apart with her khaki hairpin.
Something. Season 2 really dumped on Ichika. Really dumped on her, man. Shit. Anyways, so Shortcut dies immediately. Like, she's a fucking 2K, man. And blow on her, she's dead. Itsuki, the Azusa. Again, it's a bomb. Your brainstorms, FR. Let's see here. The Project Crone Alice. That's Project Crone Alice Itsuki. The worst timing Itsuki that some people play. 1500 also dies really, really easily. Like, those are just some examples that I can think of. And of course, the Bopero. Yeah, Bopero dies really easily as well. Some people might be like, well, why don't you play the trial deck? The trial deck BB drop search. That's a 3K. Yeah. Like, that card is rarely if ever played. Like, I haven't seen that card on any real list.
You prefer playing like drop salvage instead or something?
No, people play Bopero, dude.
Okay.
People play the Bopero. And man, can you blame them?
No, Operation Doppelganger Ichika, very good.
Like, god damn, eat the quad, man. Eat the quad. I don't even care about the. And I'm just going, well, how do we fix this problem? Hey, look, what does Gotobun really need in terms of what could it really use? It has difficulty fighting its climaxes. Got it, Ichika, go. And okay, but Jinsu doesn't necessarily solve bulk issue. Why don't we put a bulk clause on her? Okay, let's make her 3500. Oh god. Like, I was thinking to myself, make this Crimson. But nah, that's unoriginal. That's super unoriginal. Hella boring.
Right.
That's so boring.
Gavin likes to challenge himself.
I'm like, I could have taken the easy way out, dude. I could have easily.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And you would have scolded me for that.
I don't know if I would say scold. I would just be like, oh, it's not. I would just probably be like, oh, it's not like you. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm sure, or something.
But at the same time, knowing Gotobun's card pool, you'd be like, dude, we already have. We don't need another one. Go back to the drawing board.
That being a real problem. Be like, that far, we have both Operation Doppelganger and the third quintuplet.
So I'm just going, now let's be a bit more original. And then when you saw, what was your reaction to?
I mean, you're kind of messing like, this guy wanted to make it 3,500 with no downside.
No, I thought your reaction would be like, oh, god damn it, not Jinsu going to Gotobun. I don't know.
I was trying like, you know what? It wouldn't be that bad.
It wouldn't be that bad.
We could definitely go worse. Let's be honest.
Imagine this turn one, Confession Ichika, go. Like, oh boy. But again, Gotobun has one of the best zero pools. Has the best zero pool in the games. This only adds to it. And honestly speaking, we lack really good red splash.
Yes, West, that's, well, I mean, Quintessential Quintuplets HD, question mark?
You really want to level on also FR, man?
True, you know, we don't want to level up on that.
So, hey
Like,
man, confession makes a
you rather level up on this over? I actually go, if I actually consider leveling up on this versus Quintessential Quintuplets HD, I would actually choose the latter.
really, you'd rather level up on Itsuki over Ichika.
Because at least with Ichika here, I'm probably not playing this at 4 copies.
True. At Itsuki, oh god, 4 copies always.
Right.
Starts every go to the list.
Like you know, one thing I dislike having to do is if I need a green and Project gave up, I really don't want to load up on my Brass Barrel Hatsune Miku.
You rather level up. Isn't your Akane fucking green, man?
It is. But sometimes just landing a cook.
Or fuck it, brainstorm.
Yeah, Ultimate Miku is also green.
Or would you rather level on Factory Tyrant?
Unironically, yes. Or I would load up on like any other green source but Brass Barrel Hatsune Miku.
Oh fuck it. Even your finisher.
Yes, even my finisher.
Holy.
Raspberry like a card that I like the only card that I would level up Raspberry over for green in Diva is probably Sharing the World.
Or Climax.
We're going to pretend Climax is not an option.
Okay, or X the Secret?
I don't mind if a copy gets lost actually.
Really?
In general I don't mind.
Oh, okay. X the Secret's a good card, man.
Oh yeah, definitely. Get me wrong. Yeah, actually ties in pretty well to our next card. Kinda.
Oh boy.
Alright, we now have Running Away from Home Nino. 103k. So when she attacks, she gets power plus X until end of turn, where X is the number of your other quintuplet characters or characters with Futuro in their card names multiplied by 1000. On play, you surveil. And at the beginning of your opponent's draw phase, reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a level or higher card, you may bounce this back.
It's joke.
It's joke, kinda. Several differences.
Okay. It's joke made for the modern day age.
Right, we definitely cannot bring back the actual Alzora Jumping Hard Mario Hara.
You would have choked me if I was like, yo dog, let's reprint Mari.
I think I effectively forced you to change quite a few things on this.
I'm like, oh.
Because I think you wanted to make it, you wanted to make it on reverse. Or no, no, not on reverse. Or you want to make the last cause on reverse. Bounce if it's a level 1 or higher card. And I'm like, FR.
Yep. Yeah, why not?
No, we're not gonna make it abusable.
It's abusable.
Well,
yeah, that's true. That's true.
Like if we were to make like some kind of, I don't know, an all-attack burn or something based on the top card of your deck.
Oh dear lord! Don't.
We don't want to bring back those days.
I was also the one doing it, so I'm guilty.
So yeah, so we decided making a level 1 jump burn. We think that was fair.
Yo, dog, this pummels you for 7k.
And you know that's fine. You know, X this secret Hatsune Miku pummels for 7,500.
And this is also a surveil.
Right. A surveil instead of a scry, but that's fine.
You know what's funny is Gotoben also has the big problem of yo, dog. We don't have good level one attackers that aren't combos.
Right, like the only other one, like the only two worth considering are the JC Yosuba or the Miku that could possibly get you a character for free with 1 discard.
Oh, that's not that. Neither one of the the JC was the only viable option. Like even Miku is just kind of.
But at the same time, going after Miku, you're just like, what else do I have? No.
And Nino solves both of those problems. Like, I think I would play Nino in a.
Oh yeah, no, Nino is definitely gonna be very useful. Yeah, and it also helps Nino Waifu because Nino Waifu definitely wants to play standby. And hey, surveillance are very appreciated in standby, are they not?
I think surveils are actually more powerful nowadays than scries.
Oh yeah, especially with like how much waiting room shenanigans we're doing now.
I'm just like going, I thought I was nerfing this by turning into.
We really are. If anything, we just kind of turned this more into a red card, but that's fine because Nino does have red cards.
I think I buffed it by turning it into a surveil.
But we also nerfed it by making it a jumper instead of the actual coin flip ability.
Oh God! Imagine seeing this repeatedly because
Or rather, it's more of the fact that having it be the actual coin flip means that we get extra information that shouldn't have been intended in the first place.
right. Oh God, that's so powerful.
Like there you go. The problem with also jumping hard Mari was not the fact that she could be recurable, like that part's fine, but it's more the fact that how the condition to be recurable happens to confirm information during the attack phase.
Hey, yo, dog! I crashed Maria and revealed level.
Understandable. Mira kicking yo Watanabe no fronts. Oh fuck.
Burn for 3, take the tray. or if you're me, burn 3, take the quad. I just ate 7 straight. It's like, oh, and if they're not dead, I took Chica as well. And most people really hated playing me during that era because they would be like, happens every fucking game. This is how this kid advanced to the Super 16. This repeatedly happens. Oh, and if we got rid of them, guess what? He did it a fucking again. And again. And again. And again. Oh god, we just kept getting pummeled. But
it'd be like that. I mean, there's a reason why that card remains restricted.
And I'm just like, you know what? Now, would you play Nino?
Overall, yeah.
Amazing card,
the fact of making a jumper means that she is even more recurable. Effectively speaking.
Right, and she's gonna live. She's most
course,
gonna
at
live.
level 1, it's actually a bigger risk than level 0 because sometimes you may not want to take that extra 1 damage. Especially when standby's a thing.
Fair enough, but at the same time, I don't think majority of the Nino pilots will care.
Oh no, definitely not.
They'll be like, sure, I'll take the 1 extra damage.
Oh yeah, I want to have my recyclable 7k beater and 1 point
surveils. I just want to keep recycling surveils, man.
There you go. That sounds pretty fine.
Like, what was going through my head was like, we need additional level 1 attackers that are good. Hey Nino, what can I transform you into? And when I first made this card and showed it to you, what was going through your head?
This guy really wants to recreate that.
And man, you can tell I love that deck still.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it's definitely one of my most favorite decks in the game. No, go ahead, grow the stones my way.
All right, next.
Alrighty.
Restus, Itsuki, Miku, 1045. If you do not have Itsuki on the board, she gains plus 2,000. Auto, when correct, the pants trigger is put into climax area. She gains additional power. She gains an additional 1,000 power for the cycle. And Wigs is an event.
All right. We'll go over. It is a 1/1 event. When you play it, you mill cube, salvage level X or lower quintuplet character or character with full control in its card game from your waiting room, and add to your hand where X is the sum of lowest of those cards, just like Fugo. And if all of the cards put in your waiting room this way are quintuplet characters and characters with full control in your card games, choose one character in your waiting room and you may stock it, and this goes to your memory.
Look familiar?
Very familiar.
I mean, it's even better.
It's even better now.
As you tied it to a combo and everything.
Not only that, but the refund is clean now.
Refund is clean instead of buying stock.
It's just like, huh. I mean, the biggest weakness behind that card, Miku fixes that. And wig is definitely better than headphones, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh sure, I can't play it at counter timing. Who cares? The original was sorcery speed only, and that only had a bonder. And the fact that, dude, Miku punches for fucking 5? Like,
Oh.
what? And she's a 7-5 defendable.
Very defendable. Now, of course, it comes like a drawback of the thing that you got off of this combo is not usable immediately.
Correct. And you do need to watch out for having Itsuki on the.
Right, and there are good HD cards, so keep that in mind.
Now, the reason why I had to say not Itsuki is because, again, you're probably looking at the bottom picture. If you anime, but that isn't. If you watch the anime or read the manga, if you interact with the source material, you know that's not Itsuki.
Right.
Even your boy could tell that wasn't Itsuki.
I mean, Fukuro has gotten much better at telling the 5 apart, especially after advice from a family member.
It's funny because he couldn't like episode 1. He couldn't tell the full.
Well, yeah, no, he was definitely very confused.
Episode 8, where this takes place, you're Miku. And she was like, how the fuck did you know? I'm Itsuki. No, you're Miku. Because we, the audience, could tell because that was Itsuki. It wasn't Minori Inase speaking. But, like, if you, like, for, like, the audience's sake, if it wasn't for the voice, could you tell?
Overall, no.
Overall, no. The voice is easily the way you could tell.
Right.
Like, Negi did a really good job of designing the. Damn, they're hard to tell. Like, if the hair color was different.
Right, that's why when you're normally watching the what Futuro and everyone else sees are effectively like they all have the same hair color in the universe proper, right?
Right.
But
we, the audience,
we purposely get a filtered view.
Right, and of course the voices help too.
Right, if you were just simply reading the manga, it would just probably look all like effectively almost the same color.
Right. Though, like because there's a reason why they selected 5 different, 5 very unique actresses.
Right, heaven forbid you just had like Toyama now to all 5.
Oh, fuck.
I mean, hell, look no further than the Konkoi franchise.
You hear her voice literally everywhere.
Or scenes where like Ayagero is the only one speaking. Or
you know what's funny in the original trailer for season 1, Ayagero was the voiced all 5. You couldn't tell the difference. And when they announced seasons 2 and 3 proper, 5 actresses count. But like all 5 actresses sound very unique. Wouldn't you say? Now, of course, this is very reminiscent of Miku's. She's 500 power bigger here. And, of course, I had to buff the event. I had to. I felt forced to because.
you finally make it more modern.
Headphones just isn't viable, dude.
Oh.
Sure, this is sorcery speed only. Now, some people will complain, well, wig costs. Wig can also refund you.
Right, of course, not guaranteed.
No, of course not.
We actually make it balance somehow.
Oh well, I mean, I bounced it off the original level.
Right.
A lot of people will think this card is new. Technically, it is, but the thought process behind it definitely is not new.
Right, you were definitely inspired by.
I mean, all the original generation players played BB and BB only, and
And game I just go, I don't know what this is. I played the title.
I'm going, you played the set, and you have no idea where I... Like, if you didn't play original generation, fair enough. But if you did, there's little to no excuse.
Yeah,
In my
it's
opinion,
kind of like, how would you somehow avoid that entire pool of cards?
what did you... I mean...
Whereas I just built around BB because BB has best scrolls.
I'm going, is that really? Is that really?
Actually, to be fair, those three are probably like some of the more commonly seen characters on best.
I'm guilty of it myself.
I mean, like people know that I put Ellie as my second.
Ellie's my best here. Then again, the leader of Lily White is my... Go, knows me, go. I mean, oh, come on, man. Knows me and Kana. Second and second, respectively. But regardless, though, what are your thoughts on the comic?
It definitely offers some very nice dynamics, and it still plays off of the event engine that Miku had going for her in set one. We're not Gavin's not completely getting it's not completely disregarding set one here entirely.
Actually, a lot of this, I don't know if you agree with this statement, but I thought a lot about. In fact, this entire design session was based off set one card.
I know, I definitely saw it. I definitely saw it popping up.
I was like, dude, if I didn't think about set one, a lot of this list would be. And if the design list was clearly tell me like, bruh, did you read set one? We don't need more zeros. We need more cards that actually do something.
Right.
At upper levels.
Right.
Now, of course, one thing that might be concerning is waifu tournaments. Would this even be allowed in waifu tournaments? Right?
I'm pretty sure it'll be defined such that it should.
Okay, because if you look at the image, that is clearly Itsuki.
Or it's a wig meant to allow her to disguise herself as Itsuki.
Well, I'm talking about on the combo itself, dude.
Oh, like, right. But because Miku is the actual character.
They'd be like, wait, Itsuki is blue now? No, Itsuki is red and green, dude.
Right. I mean, it's the card game that determines what waifu is for. Because it says Itsuki as the character name.
Now it has Itsuki in there, but you cannot play this in Itsuki waifu.
Right.
Even though, dude, that's clearly Itsuki on the image. Did you watch this anime? Would be my first question.
Right. There's probably chances are Busher would really want to confuse people like this.
True, but that's a waifu tournament is such.
The quintuplet cup is such that you are entering. Chances are you actually engage with the source material anyway, right?
I would hope so.
I'll be like, why are you playing quintuplet cup when you haven't even watched this thing?
Why did you buy Gotobu no Hanagome to begin with? If you haven't engaged with the source material.
If anything, Gavin's been pushing me for the past year or two, like he's been prodding me to like invest into this.
Yo, dog is good.
My problem is more of I don't enjoy the way it plays in set one.
Fair enough. Wait till set two.
Maybe I'll enjoy it.
True. I mean, it plays like Sal's little.
And Gavin goes, I didn't really enjoy playing Sal.
I don't mind playing Sal, but my God, I wish Gotsubun was better than Sal, and I would just be like, Sal.
Fuck
that noise. Fuck that noise. I'm putting 2 bullets in his head playing Goju. Can you blame me?
No.
I clearly enjoy Goju more as a franchise.
You rather look at the quintuplets faces than anyone in Seoul.
Even Austin, man.
Even Austin, huh?
They're like, oh, you know what? Give me Itsuki over Austin.
Me,
Hey, man. Girls mature, diligent.
True.
Anyways, any last thoughts on Miss Miku here?
I like the design overall. Like, you know, it rewards people to, like, every girl is rewarded in some way.
Yep. I didn't leave anybody out.
Right. And, to conclude off, we will have Gavin, introduce the last of 2 cards here, or one of the last of 2 cards here.
Bravery, Ichika, 3/2, 10k. Let's see if you have 2 or more Bravery Miku in your grave. This gets -1 level in hand. And auto, when this enters the battlefield, you may choose 1 Bravery Miku grave, any board on the slot. And if you have another Bravery Miku, this gains 2k and hand encore.
Right, and I'll explain what Bravery Miku is. So she's a level 3 to cost 10,000 power. When she attacks, if you have another Bravery Ichika, reveal the top card of your deck. If that card is a quintuplet character, or a character with full control in this card game, or an event, deal X damage to your opponent where X is that card's level, and she herself has character hand encore.
Does this remind you of anything?
Definitely reminds me about something. And I'm definitely glad that I fixed up running away from home Nino. Just there's some more fixing out has to be discussed.
As holy shit-o.
Gavin, let's just say this, Gavin almost made part of this package abusable in standby. More than it needed to be.
Oh, no. No, I wanted to encourage people. I wanted to make Azurius great again. Like, make people play Azurius. Again, actually, all 4 colors sound tantalizing.
Oh, definitely. Like,
imagine Rainbow go to Moon now.
It could actually do things.
Rainbow? What would you play at level 1, man? Itsuki? Actually,
Dara, my boy.
Yeah, your boy's a pretty good option. Let's see here. The Bravery package here. And your finisher. It could easily be Yotsu. Oh god. That sounds
gold bars with maybe.
Gold bars with standby or choice.
Nice.
Yo, imagine these 2 behind skilled actress. Or in front of skilled actress.
Boy.
How big? Power totals of each got 13,000. No responses and encore. Miku? Let's see here. 11,000. No responses. And hand encore. What?
They're crazy, I know.
What? It's like, imagine being able to turn off your opponent's responses while burning them. Oh, there's a reason why Nino had to be. It's because of these 2. And of course, Miku had to be nerfed as well because
originally Gavin just wanted to make it so that it just simply said on attack, reveal top. If any of these 3 types of cards burn, I'm like, so I don't need to play each guy. I can just play standby, correct this out, and I'm good to go.
No. No. Play the package, man.
And doing it also made it more flavorful.
Of course. Now, what's scarier, this or the hide and go seek twin?
Yes.
Really? Why is this scarier than the hide and go seek twin?
Okay, the gimmick of hide and go seek is that sure it's guaranteed extra instances of damage, but the user had to commit the cost on top of there should be no recursion on either of them, if I'm not mistaken.
There was no recursion on either, yes, but
Right.
I made them bulkier.
They were bulky, and whereas here, you know, they're both they're both recurable.
They're both recurable. Oh, and
This definitely forces people to want to play either young destroying anti-change counters or just play bomb.
like you pretty much have to bomb these. Or imagine, and I added Mori. Did you suspect something this would be coming as soon as I showed you the Mori?
I was like, gosh, sorry, Gavin's gonna try to pop this off of. Again, I saw it, was like, for fun.
You knew exactly where this was going, didn't you? You had that suspicion, didn't you?
Oh, definitely.
You'd be like, Mori?
Oh no, 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 no.
And then bum 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 bum.
This
For
again.
folks, not the Darth Vader theme.
Not told this you shut again.
Shut again. And we're like, oh god, what have I done? Go to put on the ban list.
What have I done? Quintuplets on restriction list.
What? Why is it banned? Excuse me? What do you mean?
What do you mean, excuse me?
Excuse me, why is this banned? Why is this banned again? I'm like, oh, have you played the bloody game in the last months? Imagine getting pounded by invincible Mikis. And even after you dealt with it, imagine getting FR.
Oh, it sounds like a pretty bad time, right?
Charlotte or die.
Or die.
You blame me? You Charlotte or die. Notice. Actually, no, dude. If these cards were real, Charlotte goes from $600 to $1,000.
Yike.
I'm like, Charlotte's already incredibly expensive. Why is Charlotte so much more expensive now? Have you played the game, man? We have the second coming of the Midnight Ticket. What do you mean? The Midnight Ticket package is still banned. No, it's not in Go-To-Boon. Oh. Come on. There's no...
Wait, why is it there? What do you mean it's there? There's no way Bushiro made that kind of mistake.
It goes to a local tournament. Guess what won again this week, guys? Go-To.
FR.
How the FR? How did it win again? Hello? every player that LGS is, every player except the Go-To pilot is now.
No, more like this. Chances are the number of people that are playing there has been drastically reduced because people got sick of that meta.
Or they're now Go-To pilots themselves.
Or they become the pilot themselves.
I don't know, man. It sounds cancerous.
Exactly, which I'm like...
That sounds incredibly cancerous.
Oh, definitely. Agreed.
I'm the if I saw this as a creator, I'm like, oh god, what have I done?
Right, so you know, you think like this kind of, you know, the fixes that make sure, you know, should be Gucci.
Yeah, of course. So requiring you to play the package.
Like even if you're playing standby, like, you know, you have to stand by both. And that's not easy.
Or fuck it, just hardcast them.
Just hardcast them. Come on, stop having everything for free. You know, like the biggest problem was, here's the thing. Despite the restrictions to the Midnight package prior to Love Live Sunshine Volume 2, the fact that Volume 2 introduced standby allowed, like, you know, we still have 4 Yo at the time, by the way. So you could just still crap out multiple Yo.
It's so dumb, man.
Like, It's ridiculous.
It's so dumb, man. Like, imagine these two behind skilled actress.
In front
Um,
in front of.
Oh, in front of. Excuse me. What are you saying in back of? Imagine these two. Like, what's worse, these two behind or in front of skilled actress, or the midnight ticket package?
Yeah, wait, repeat that last part.
So imagine the original midnight ticket package versus which is worse.
At least here's the thing. At least in quintuplets, there's not that many forms of information confirmation.
Sure, we only have Mari. We
And,
only have
and
Mari in
it's,
this
and it's
scenario.
on play only.
Correct.
Versus, well,
Every goddamn turn.
and even
Every...
and even during the attack phase, right?
Yep.
Like FR, you're able to confirm information while attacking. What?
But in exchange, Gotsubun gets no response.
I mean, chances are I'm not responding to Mirai kicking in Sunshine anyway.
True. Unless you have some like smug look in your hand, man. Or Yoshino. Like, unironically, people might start playing cards like just to get rid of these damn.
Right, you know. Or if anything, again, the old trustworthy bomb, right?
You have to bomb them. They're like, well, I can't bomb you at one end. And the thing is that sometimes you don't have to. You can't summon Ichika early. Like
the early play conditioning is far less likely to pull off.
Right. I made the condition harder this time.
Right.
However, in exchange, I gave the ability Miku to burn on event. Yo whiffs on event. Yo/Miki whiffs on the event. This doesn't.
Right.
But at the same time, some people might consider that, is it too early for Miki to come down?
Overall, it shouldn't be that big. Like, if anything, Gavin, I'd say title and context matters for that kind of question.
Like, would this be game breaking if this came to Gotobun?
I think quintuplets. I think it's fine that quintuplets can have this, but it requires them to commit quite a few slots for what may not amount to like anything like guaranteed.
Right. This is a lot of the theme behind
the chances of this coming out too are definitely not as likely as the Mirai ticket package.
Oh god, Mirai ticket package every fucking game.
Like how often? Yes.
How often? Yes. This close to yes, but I can't say for sure it's gonna be yes.
Right. Like you just simply don't know. Like one of the worst times to chances are you barely refresh. You probably don't have the condition met. Like this is one of those comments where it has to be timed very well. Or one of those packages, one of those early plays has to be timed very well.
And if this dies, like if this gets bombed, ouch.
Right, you just kind of like work that up, like a bunch of whatever, like. Oh, like don't get us wrong. It's definitely still powerful.
Oh, but it's not obnoxious.
Right.
The hang-on. Oh, go ahead.
Like the hang-on core definitely will help, but again, like with most other games that we've seen here, it's definitely not the end all be all.
In fact, if these cards were real, it's hard. It would be hard to pick, wouldn't it?
It'd be hard to like figure out a deck like, you definitely probably have to like experiment with like different kinds of decks.
And it's not 100%. This is obvious.
Oh no.
Not even like this package, the Mirai ticket package in this be 100% obvious because you effectively have to fit in 12 slots due due to the fact that you need the Nino too, in order for this to even do anything.
Though chances are you probably want to play Ninos anyway, because they're a very splashable level 1.
True. Or even in the JC variant, like of course this could be obnoxious with JC, but if you JC either of them, ooh,
Like, there's no guarantee you could bring them back down, right?
exactly.
You're waiting to
So
level 3 to do it again.
yep, there's consequences.
More often than not.
There's consequences behind your actions. If you get nothing else from this commentary, you have to commit. Commitment. Commitment is 100% the name of the game here. Sure, I will give you broken cards all day long, but at what cost?
Well, they're not truly broken, you gotta like work for them.
Well, of course, but
it's more of rewarding you for your efforts.
You get what you earned.
There we go. You get myself.
It's like, again, man. Hey, Bushy. I'm a free agent. I'll gladly help you design cards that aren't lazy rehashes. Sure, I'll do some rehashing, but I'll make sure the rehashing isn't just, come on, Bushy, Fugo for the 1,000th time? No. We can do better than that. Anyway, any last comments on the Mirai ticket package?
It's definitely a welcome addition to, like, we already have, it's already quite a selection of early plays as it stands. On top of, like, other creations.
Notice that pretty much a lot of the cards were level and level 1s.
Because, that's where Gavin felt the title needed things the most.
Go ahead. If you disagree with me, please go ahead, make it in the comments. And please, before you comment, read Go to Winslet One's card pool again.
Right. If anything, we should like honestly we should honestly like preface the video with be sure to have a good solid knowledge of what was in previous expansions, right?
And make sure you know the source material.
Right.
But anyways, I think overall thoughts on the card.
I definitely think these are overall going to be nice additions that quintuplet players will appreciate and may even bring in new quintuplet players.
Yo, dog, can all of these please be real? Please?
for once, question mark.
Yo.
Alright. I guess is that going to do it for us, Gavin?
Yeah, that'll do it for us.
Sure. So, you be sure to go ahead, like this video, leave comments, again, before you do any form of keyboard warrioring there, please do it knowledgeably. We do not want you actually filling a bunch of gaps in the replies. And be sure to subscribe. If you haven't already, ring that notification bell because
this all helps the YouTube algorithm. And please, if you're going to keyboard warrior, please be civil about it.
Yeah, definitely. All right. And with
all that, we'll catch you guys on the next. We'll catch you guys all in the next video.
Yeah, and quick Patreon coffee. Just saying.
Oh, of course. Yeah, we could really use the help.
All right.
Peace out.
Peace out. Bye.